to play up against. And of course, we've already asked you as to who you'd like to play, somebody that you've previously beaten. So, Happy, thank you very much for taking the time, and we'll see you in the playoffs.
Yeah, thank you and see you. Bye.
Stoic and not remotely happy is Happy. Oh my. Alright, well, that was a happy interview, I guess. Nothing wrong with that.
That it was.
Happy is the least happy person that I've ever had to interview, I've got to say.
He is, and every person who ever meets him makes that joke. I feel kind of bad for the guy.
I feel cliche now, I'm sorry, but yeah, that was a little unfortunate but you know, it's just the way that he is. So
Yeah.
it's to be expected. But regardless, that was a really good performance there from Team Russia. Happy expressing some surprise that he actually lost to Aiki there. Well, there you go. He did. Apparently, that was a pretty good build from him. But Slivko showing us that he's still got what it takes. So there will be no wonderful breakout, I suppose, for Aiki there. And that results in Norway going down to the losers' final. They will face either Spain or Poland. And I think everyone going into this is predicting a rematch between Poland and Norway, which maybe won't go the same way this time.
Maybe. I definitely think they messed up their lineup choices there. But first, we do have to see the Spain versus Poland match. And I don't know. Spain's lineup is just very, very underwhelming. It's hard to be too optimistic for them in this match. Because, I don't know, Poland against Russia, I'm not sure who the better team is there, but Russia, Titan didn't even break a sweat 3-0ing them, even with funky build orders and getting scouted and whatnot.
Yeah, you're definitely right. The next matchup is going to be at 2:45, so it will be at whatever your local time is, 45. I'm not going to translate that one for you. It's going to be in about 15 minutes. We'll put a countdown up, folks, so you'll know exactly when that's going to be, and then we'll be back with the interviews for... I believe we're going to have Alastor for Spain and Mana for Poland, and then we'll be going into that matchup, and we'll see whether or not Spain can actually pull the comeback after their rather crushing defeat in the first round. You're watching the OGaming Nation Wars, brought to you by Numeric and, of course, Daily Motion. Do not go anywhere. In 15 minutes, we'll bring you Spain versus Poland.
I myself would vote for non-violence if it was consistent
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the OGaming Nation Wars, brought to you, of course, by Daily Motion and Numeric. We're going into an interview here with the captain of Team Poland. It is, of course, Mana.
Hello, I'm actually not a captain, but sure.
You're a captain in our hearts, Mana, and that's all that matters.
Right.
I remember watching you play in the beta of Wings of Liberty, and you're still around, and that amazes me.
Because I'm a young person, that's why.
That's why, absolutely. Now, Poland took a kind of a surprising dip to Norway, I've got to say. I think not many people expected Norway to be able to come out that strong. Ike had his breakout performance. What do you think went wrong?
I think we underestimated Targa and Ike because we were mostly focused on Snute. And we can say Snute is the best Norwegish player, but Ike and Targa are not worse, so I think we just underestimated the team.
Fair enough. Well, that can certainly happen. Indeed, Russia almost lost, so that's to be expected. Norway's actually looking a lot stronger than people thought it would. Now, most people are saying at this point that it's likely that you'll be able to beat Spain and you'll go on to end up facing against Norway once again. So, having seen what Ike can do, why do you think you ended up actually dropping 2 maps to him?
You know, that's a tough question. He just played very good games versus us, Ike that is. And first of all, we need to focus on the match versus Spain. Then we can look forward to play versus Norway again to get our revenge. So I can't say much about Norway now. I just want to focus on Spain.
So, are you worried about Spain in any way? They did get 3-0'd by Titan. So
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they got 3-0. They can be very angry now and looking for their revenge, like in the playoffs or in the finals to meet Russia again and then rape them 3-0. Vortex is a very, very good player. Alastor is I think he used to be on a break a little bit, but he came back recently or something like that. And Majestic is not bad as well. It's a tough team to beat, but we are definitely favored here if Vortex is in the shape as he was versus Russia.
Yeah, Vortex did not play well against Russia whatsoever there, and a lot of people have said, look, Vortex has got to carry this team. Maybe it's just because they don't know enough about Majestic and Alastor, but neither of those players really put on a good show in the first series.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's only a best of one, so we can see only one game out of each player in a series. However, we are not going to underestimate Spain now because it can not pay off for us. We really want to stay in this tournament and we're going to do everything to win now and then qualify for the playoffs.
Alright, fantastic. Okay, Mana, so I'm going to let you go. You're going to, of course, start off with Dystar here. I would like to, before you leave, to actually ask why did you decide to open with Dystar?
Because just like in Norway, there are 2 Zerg players and 1 Protoss player in Spain. But Dystar looks pretty good in TVZ, and we just think that Dystar may be able to get a point or 2, and then me and Nurture are going to finish it off.
Fantastic. Okay, Mana, best of luck, and thank you very much for the interview.
Alright, cheers, thanks, good luck.
Alright, so there you go. Dystar versus Alastor will be the opener here. We're currently in the lobby, and we're waiting to start off. It's going to be on Polar Night, which is a pretty good map. Obviously, we've seen that before, but we're seeing yet another ZVT on this particular map. Alright, Idra, so what do you reckon about Dystar versus Alastor? Surely Poland's favored here going into this.
I would imagine so. Dystar didn't look like unbeatable by any means. He looked pretty solid against Targa, but Targa also opened up with a pretty dumb build order that just didn't really succeed. And then the game against Ike just kind of destroyed him. But again, build orders played a pretty big role in that. Dystar, I think we're pretty much on the mark with our initial analysis of him. He's very generic, very solid, not spectacular. And then Alastor, we saw the one game of him against Titan. He got messed up kind of early. It looked like he was going for a gimmicky build order, and Titan just kind of shut it down with a cannon rush and then obliterated him. There was nothing really particularly impressive about him, but he was in an uncomfortable position. And as a player who's less experienced competitively, if that kind of thing happens early on, it can really throw you off. So maybe if everything goes according to plan here for him, he looks better. But Polar Knight is just generically not a particularly good map CBT, and I would say Dystar is the better of the two. I would definitely give an edge to Dystar, but it's hard to tell with these two. They're two of the lesser known players here.
That's very true. I'd certainly give the edge to Dystar as well. I think just in levels of experience, and we even have Mana actually saying that Alastor was actually on a break. So Dystar, in my experience, has never been on a break. He's a StarCraft machine and has been for the last 4 years. So yeah, I'll give it to Dystar here, but we'll see. It could go either way. This would be a nice time for the two lesser-known players on Spain to really make a go of it. I think they have to. They can't put it all on Vortex's shoulders again, because it does seem like one of those days where Vortex is not on fire, so he's very beatable.
Yeah, I think expecting him to 3-0 Poland isn't really particularly realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely capable of beating any of them, particularly on a good day. On a good day, he'd be capable of 3-0ing them with a little bit of luck. But as is, it's going to be very tough.
I tend to agree. So here we go, folks. Polar Night will be the venue for our first encounter between Team Poland and their representative playing Terran in the blue trunks. It is Millennium's Dystar versus his opponent to the south position, representing Team Spain, one of the lesser-known players in the roster here from Team Vega. In the red trunks playing Zerg, it is Alastor. Not to be confused with Alistair from League of Legends, although if they fielded him, they might have had slightly more luck in the last season.
Perhaps.
Yes, maybe.
But, yeah, I don't know. The poor guy, all these poor Zergs keep being sent on Polar Knight, because the TVZ Dystar was also on Polar Knight against Targa. Targa there actually is going for a weird little Ling Bane attack that did not work out at all, and then crumbling. And we saw what Happy did to, well, that was to Snoote on here, TVZ.
It
that
was,
did not go well particularly either. A bit of a diversity from Dystar. He actually opened up with CC first against Targa. Here opening up against, opening up with a Reaper first against Alistair. Or Alastor. It looks like Alistair's actually going for a pool first.
Alright.
That doesn't really happen. I mean, some Terrans on this map will send out an early SCV to eBay block, but not frequently enough to justify just blindly going pool first.
Yeah.
Like, Proxy 2Rexes.
Sorry, I was going to ask, is there anything that you can turn that into in this position, or is it just really just negative for the build order?
No, it's just negative. It's like going hash first, except worse.
Yeah.
I mean, Proxy 2Rex is also somewhat common on this map, but it's better to just expand and drone scout early on if you're really worried about that, because pool first barely deals with it anyway. And it doesn't really get much of an advantage. Now, if you want to cheese like super, super hard, then you might as well just go 14 gas, 14 pool, because just getting the pool without getting a gas early on doesn't really serve any purpose. Slow links aren't going to accomplish anything. Maybe like 15 pool, 16 gas turns into some kind of stupid Roche Rush. That can happen if Terran doesn't scout at all, but that's like a very, very far out left field kind of cheese. And he didn't get the gas anyway, so this is purely, I don't know. I see nothing positive at all about this build. Not sure why he did that.
Don't think so. Not by the looks of it. That said, it is not the worst mistake ever made by Man. I'm sure he'll be able to get over that. And the Reaper is now on the way. Second Reaper is going to be a follow-up here for Dystar. I think last time we saw him do the same sort of thing, it was either him or Happy, and he left the Reaper back just to make sure that none of the drones could... Drones? What am I talking about? Try that again! Sorry, my brain's frazzled. So make sure that no Lings came in that general direction. He could keep an eye on that. Dystar's already taken some damage on that Reaper.
Yeah, it's just bucking around. The Queen was out earlier than you expect, because obviously first, Queen is out. Generally, you hop into the base. You have a little bit of a grace period where nothing can really attack you, so you're not too worried. So he just kind of ran into the Queen. Yeah. But no big deal, either way. Just sitting there poking at the hatchery. If he wants to go in, he might actually be able to kill that drone there. At least force an extractor trick out of him.
Yeah. He's got two Reapers, so he's going to go and try that. But the Queens are already in good position, so he doesn't actually get anything out of that whatsoever. Alastor tries to help him along by attacking his own Queen.
I'm not sure if he actually saw that he didn't take either gas there. I think he did. I think he checked that, because he has to be kind of weirded out by the pool timing. Yeah. Because this is very non-standard. This just doesn't happen. No one goes 15 pool for no reason.
He was going for the 4 Queen build right here with no gas.
And that's good. It's going to get him a lot of creep spread and whatnot. And creep spread, of course, very important on this map because the third base is so far away from your natural. if you want to have any chance of defending it against Hellions, you really need creep spread out to it. But he's not going to have Speedling anytime soon. So, oh, he's a Roche player, CBT.
Okay, interesting.
Those are dirty people.
Yeah, and you know what? It might actually end up working here. Dystar got... Oh, Ling's got into the base, ran right past the Hellions, which should have never happened in a million years, but it did anyway. It looks like they might even get an SCV out of this, and they will, and actually delay the construction of the command center, so that was a little surprising. They get a second SCV. That should never have happened, but it did anyway.
That was quite sloppy from Dystar there.
It was a bit, yeah. I've got to agree. And I was pushing forward. I mean, there's enough queens to stop that, so that's not really a problem. But
I think he just lost a Reaper there.
He did, yeah.
Huh, I don't know. Dystar's playing kind of
not going well.
bad.
No.
Maybe he might have seen that Roach War and just kind of panicked. I'm not sure what he's doing back at home. It doesn't look like anything. Huh. I don't know. Just kind of sloppy play from him. That happens sometimes. Yeah. Hopefully he just stabilizes and gets his wits about him.
Ooh, pause. Okay. So, what do you reckon about the decision to build 2 CCs that quickly? No, Alistair. It's fine. It's got a 6-minute delay. It's not a big deal.
3CC that early is pretty standard. Like, if you're not going to do some kind of early aggression, you can kind of just build the 3rd command center, and it works out fine. You can still defend anything as long as you scout well and are aware of everything.
Do roaches kill that?
Not if you put up bunkers. I mean, if you just leave yourself absolutely defenseless as he is, then yeah, anything will kill you. But it's entirely possible to defend roaches. Alistair's doing this really, really weird. He's like not trying to hide that he's going roaches at all. He's not really committing to roach production, but he doesn't have a lair, and his upgrades are really late, and he doesn't have very many drones, and his 3rd base hasn't even started yet. And this is just really just like disgustingly bad. There's no high point to what Alistair is doing. There's no like positive, besides the fact that many roaches might scare Dystar, but they're not. Like he only has the 1 bunker, and he's not even producing marauders.